Nikon NIKKOR Z 35mm f1.2s mirrorless lens review. Cinematic depth with stunning clarity. You line up the shot. The light is soft, your subject looks great, and yet the final image feels flat. The background competes for attention. Faces don't separate the way you imagined. And when the light drops at an indoor event or wedding, you push ISO higher and watch fine details slowly fade into grain. That quiet frustration builds over time. You know the moment was special, but the photo doesn't quite carry the depth or mood you experienced. Especially with environmental portraits, you want context without chaos. Instead, you get busy edges and distractions. If you have ever looked at your images and felt they lacked that cinematic glow, you know exactly what I mean. The issue doesn't explode overnight. It creeps in slowly. You start avoiding low light scenes because you know they'll be noisy. You hesitate to shoot wide open because edge sharpness might fall apart. You compromise by stepping down the aperture, but then you lose that beautiful separation you were chasing in the first place. Over time, your workflow becomes cautious instead of creative. Events feel rushed because autofocus struggles in dim venues. Environmental portraits lose impact because the background refuses to melt away. And here's the thing. 35mm is supposed to be the storytelling focal length. It should feel immersive and natural. But without strong subject isolation and reliable focus accuracy, that storytelling power weakens. You end up spending more time correcting distractions in post instead of capturing depth in camera. That creative drain adds up. Then everything changed when I tested the Nikon NIKKOR Z 35mm f1.2s mirrorless lens. This is Nikon's flagship wide-angle prime, built specifically for shallow depth, strong low-light performance, and edge-to-edge clarity. Don't just pick any 35mm prime lens. Make sure it has a true f1.2 aperture so you never suffer weak subject separation in low light again. Let me explain. With its 17-element optical design, including ED and aspherical elements, plus an 11-blade rounded diaphragm, it's engineered for smooth bokeh and precise rendering. The multi-focus system keeps autofocus fast and accurate, even wide open. It feels purpose-built for photographers who want that unmistakable f1.2 look without sacrificing control. In real use, the difference shows immediately. At f1.2, backgrounds dissolve into creamy, painterly blur, while your subject remains crisp and dimensional. Lens tip lab testing recorded a remarkable 92.2 LPMM center resolution at f2.8, placing it among the best Nikon Z results ever measured. Even wide open, reviewers report strong sharpness and impressive control of chromatic aberration. Australian Photography highlighted its astrophotography performance, capturing pinpoint stars at ISO 800 with corner-to-corner clarity. And if you shoot video, focus breathing is highly suppressed, giving you smoother cinematic transitions. Yes, it weighs about 1,060 grams, and that's a fair concern. But balanced on larger bodies like the Z8 or Z9, it feels stable and intentional. A wedding photographer shared that it allowed lower ISO indoors compared to a 24-70 zoom, preserving cleaner files. With weather sealing, dual STM motors, customizable controls, and an 82mm filter thread shared across Nikon's f1.2 lineup, it's clearly built for serious work. Imagine your next portrait with true depth and calm background fall-off. If your goal is richer depth, cleaner low-light results, and that signature cinematic 35mm perspective, the Nikon NIKKOR Z 35mm f1.2s mirrorless lens makes a compelling case. It's already praised by professionals, lab testers, and serious creators who prioritize rendering over portability. This isn't a casual walk-around lens. It's a deliberate creative tool, If that aligns with how you shoot, it's worth exploring. You'll find the affiliate link in the description and pinned comment below. Take a closer look, compare it to your current setup, and see if it fits your vision.
For demo videos and current pricing, check the link in the description.